Well, welcome back, my faithful viewers. It's another time for Toons Brick Adventures. So, this is a video about I'm probably a year and a half late. But in my defense, I did do a whole lot of pictures and put them on Facebook, and to where when I had the Western buildup, because what I'm going to talk about for a little bit, I showed you the Muppets the other day, and so I had done the Looney Tunes back when they first came out. So I wanted to share, and I guess I never did a video just specifically highlighting them. So I wanted to show them off a little bit. When I did the Facebook post, I ended up sharing to all kinds of Lego groups and ended up reaching like 30,000 people. So it was a pretty good deal. And so these guys, they're out there. So this video is not really showing anything new, but gonna at least probably give a little better of a close-up and maybe a little explanation as to why I did what I did. So sorry, moving things around. So with that being said, I'm gonna adjust the camera and jump right in. Maybe we'll get this into a shorter video than usual. Okay, so let's start right off the bat with one of my favorites. So they're all on horseback right now because in the Wild West display, I was talked into putting them in there because, you know, on my Wild West display, I like to keep it historical, and I really always tried to keep any kind of funny thing. There was funny things out of it, but the only place in the mine where I've got a little glass thing, I had the little Power Miner rock figures in there just for funny. But as far as the rest of it, I was trying to kind of keep it historical, but they were right. I needed to put the Looney Tune figures in there. So without any further ado, I'm going to start with Bugs Bunny. And I was really excited about him. I thought the classic Woody torso. And what I found with these guys with a lot of big ears, I just have to use I don't know what they call it. I mean, they use it on all the figures that have backpacks and stuff. And then I have to add a couple 1x1 rounds, and I used clear just so it made kind of look like it actually was hanging back there. So there's good old Bugs. And then my favorite, well, I can't say that, he's in the top 2 or 3. So I got Sylvester, he's the gunfighter, and in the layout he's going against Wild Bill Hickok. But as I showed you the other day, one of my new favorites, Beaker. So Beaker facing off. And he doesn't talk, so I can't make any sounds for him. But this may be the new showdown in my Western display. But honestly, on most of these torsos and stuff, I couldn't begin to tell you. I utilize Harry Potter, Speed Racer, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, the actual cowboy sets, Lone Ranger sets. So I just, as I find something I think's really cool, especially with, got to look at him a little bit closer. That might be Penguin, a penguin. Well, that's kind of thin. I'm not sure where he came from, but anyway, I really like the way he turned out. And then, Taz, he's another one of my favorites. So, see, I can't tell. It's hard to tell with the torso on him with his head covering up. But this hat, as I showed, they came in a couple of colors. So Rolf, so you're getting to see the Muppets again too. But so Rolf had the same hat, but because they got kind of bigger heads, I thought they worked really well. So I got 2 bad hombres here. And trying to put them back on the horses they came off of. You know, you always gotta love Daffy. He's got a little mini sombrero. And those hats, the two for the Taz and Rolf and this hat are all Brick Warriors hats in their Western collection. So Daffy's looking pretty dapper. Got a little crook to his hat. Got Marvin. He's the new sheriff in town. Don't want to mess with Marvin. And got Telvester. I liked him. He's kind of a sophisticated, you know, he's one of them gambler looking cowboys. Got the vest, and I like that hat on him. So, and then rounding out the posse, we got Tweety Bird. I'm digging the top hat for Tweety. I thought he's kind of a classy bird, so he should get a top hat. So Speedy, he's such a cute little guy. Nothing, I gave him, so he's got a guitar, and in the display, he is actually serenading Petunia, and I'm not sure, I can't remember who the bunny girl's name is, because she's came from Space Camp, whatever that Looney Tune crossover that started with Michael Jordan. So there's their cute little lady Western outfits, but they're sitting there all oohing and on over Speedy's guitar playing. So now I might, you know, I had Gonzo, he's going to be part of the mariachi band with the banjo, but I don't know. It may have to be a duet with Speedy and Gonzo. We'll see. Oh man, 54 years old and having way too much fun. So the Roadrunner, I really tried, and he may end up becoming something. But for right now, what I did was I had basically a posse was chasing him. So it was all the guys. I made a posse. I had a big space in my display that I had to fill. So they ended up filling that space. And then Taz was in the posse, and so was Daffy. So unfortunately, the Roadrunner was the only one that didn't get a Western look, but he might. Not sure yet. And last but not least, Porky. He's driving a wagon. He's a oh, what did they call him in that day? Drover. He's a drover, yeah. He got that cool little bowler hat. I like that. I thought that was very Porky looking. So pretty happy with him. And I guess that's all. I just wanted to share. I hadn't ever really broken down my Looney Tunes, and they're some of my favorite figures ever. So because I finally did the Muppets, I thought I'll get the Looney Tune guys out there too, even though they've been out for quite a while. So with that, I guess we'll sign off, and ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee, that's all, folks. Y'all come back, please. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share.